Greetings and welcome back to Rimworld and to the colony of New Camaraderie, where, as you can see, we are rapidly replacing the crops. We've got a large growth area down here in the middle, and then a couple of growth areas along the side as well. Down here is hops, down there will be hops. We've got Zeridium in the middle here. We've got 3 different types of vegetables: potato, rice, and strawberry, devil strand, and cotton on either side. We've got some cargo pods as well. Let's jump over there. I accept. Also over here, I definitely accept. Let's get that before we take on the poison ship, which hopefully we will do in this episode. Oh my lord, it's been so long. Calm down, puppies. It's okay. Battery stocks are slowly getting better. How's everything going up here? Good, we're actually refining some of that. Ooh, we've got elk. They all need to die. Needs to happen right now. Go make it happen, people. Also, please collect more bodies. No? Okay, fair enough then. Well done. I really wish you wouldn't shoot over each other. Really does worry me when you do that. I'll be honest with you, it's a terrifying experience. We've got 3-4 more things, I think. No, actually just 3 more things to kill. Emily's off to kill one of them now, I believe. Well done. We should not have to worry about meat, especially with having a few less friends. And now, in fact, you know what? I'm not even going to kill you. It's fine. Right, okay. Well, there's a bunch of stuff that does need to still be hauled in. Animals-wise, you can all stay on animal indoor. I don't want you going and playing with those traps. I do wish those people would be hauled in, though. That's actually kind of a concern for me now. So much stuff needs to be hauled around, and it's just not happening. Very good times. 21 degrees in there. In here, it's actually really cold. Okay, what's happened? Ah, okay. Always the way. Okay, right. Now, I need to find out who can tolerate lower temperatures. Let's have a quick look. Character. Okay, not you. Nor you. Cold tolerant. Emily. That means your minimum comfortable temperature is 8 degrees less, and the maximum comfortable temperature is 2 degrees less. Let's have a quick look at you. What does that say? Does it have minimum comfortable temperature is... What? Really? What? Oh, it's because of what you're wearing. Of course. Alright. So, you're fine as long as you've got good clothing down to that low. I'm going to say that you're probably normally around 20. I'll just guess. And I'm going to drop yours to 15 as a result. Does Emily have a bed? No, Emily does not have a bed. Fair enough then. Not you. Rilda, you're a night owl. You're cold tolerant. What about you? Are you the same? Minimum comfortable temperature. Oh. Yours is much lower. Like, wow. That's your maximum comfortable temperature. But that, again, is because you're wearing a lot of stuff. So I'm actually going to say you can have a temperature of just 10 degrees in your room, LMC. Let's pull that down to 10 degrees. Well, actually, no. We'll say it's 13 degrees is for you. What about Bartok? I don't think Bart... Oh, cold lover. Okay, minus 12 for you. Oh, was that what LMC is? No, cold tolerant there. Okay, so your minimum comfortable temperature is 23, but we're saying it's minus 12 there, so I'm going to flat out take yours down to 10. That should save us on a bit of power. Alright, and protocol, you're fine, and you're fine. Okay, well, that all works. Exotics, goods trader, fantastic. Overlord, we need to sell a lot of stuff. Get selling. Auto sell. Actually, you know what? Let me change this. Should be extra options. Trading behavior. Don't close the trade window on an auto sell, please. There we are. How much did we get? 269. So we did trade a reasonable amount of things, but I want to trade more, probably. Let's see. That should have been sold. Not sure why it's not getting sold. But you know what? Even if it has trouble getting rid of Kevlar helmets for some reason, and armor vests, actually, As long as it drastically reduces my workload, which it is, I'm fine with that. It's perfectly fine with it. Right, okay, now, unfortunately, we do need to let a couple of the pups go. It saddens me greatly. We are going to be keeping... what have we got? We've got mostly... Well, we need one male, I think. Tatiana, the male. No, Mandy, the male. You know what? If you want to rock the name Mandy, that's fine. But we're keeping Tatiana, and we're going to keep... Wilhelmina? Alright, sure. The other two, I'm afraid you need to leave. Because I would hate to have to eat you because we've run out of food. That would just make us very, very sad people. We don't want to be sad. It's simple as that, really. I really hope we can get all of those bodies out of the way. Right, on that note, let's check on the animals, shall we? Training. I'm going to start you getting trained for hauling. Felix, you as well. Yule, you're already done. Bloodshed, I believe, is already done, yep. Despair, you're very close to being finished. Genie, I'm just going to have you all trained. Before I was trying to make people focus on it, but what likely happens is that there's a time delay. Once you've tried to train them, you have to wait a certain time before you can try again. So having them all being trained is probably fine. We'll get you trained as well for hauling. And let's get these warg pups trained. So hopefully we'll have a large pack of wargs in the very, very near future. Okay, everything is generally sorted out in there. Okay, well, we need at least one more room. So I'm thinking it is time for us to get to work on that. So we want this much area dug away. And we should probably plan to grow by doing this. That is going to introduce a bit of a vulnerability there that I'm not too keen on. So, let's preempt it. Oh, we can't? Really? That's annoying. Very well. Then I don't want that there. We're going to cancel this area. That is not going to be a room. This will be a room down here, but that will not. And these will all be very, very nice swanky bedrooms. It'll look grand once it's all done. Okay, how is everyone else doing? We've got some lights that need to be placed. I was going to place the lights down here. Unfortunately, I decided that it would possibly be a bit of a bad idea, since this track is our weapon loop. So if I place the light over here, for example, it's going to link up to the weapon power. I don't want that. Hamlet of the Crag are leaving. That's fine. Now you are actually not too bad. I think you actually have some normal weapons, do you not? Yes, we don't actually want to fight you. I prefer to keep it to people who aren't going to be using awesome weapons against us. Now, with all of that power gone, we can afford to get some more heavy-duty heaters built. So, let's go ahead and build 2 new industrial heaters. That should correct a lot of our heat issues. It's Bartok's room, LMC's room. There we go. I've got some other plans that I want to enact down here. I'm thinking of possibly, as I mentioned, setting up another power system down there. We'll see. But I think for the most part, people are generally in a fairly good mood. That means good time to kill this. Or, you know, good time for someone to die. I'm going to call it what it is. It's still going to be a really, really dangerous thing to do. Right, Rilda, I'm not bringing you. Emily. Overlord. Dancelot. And Bartok. Protocol. We're going to need everyone, I think, for this one. And Saturn. think you're already... No, you're not drafted at the moment. Who's going where? LMC... I'm going to have to see where people are going in a moment. Sir Saturn is going down there. That's okay then. I don't think Sir Saturn is actually drafted. That was a bit silly of me. Fine, Sir Saturn, drafted. Get down here, please. And Jiggly God, get over there. Sir Saturn, actually, probably want to put you... there's just so few good places to put you. You can go up there, maybe. See if we can get everyone into position. We'll just hold the fort. Okay, right. The main thing I want to see... No, LMC. No, get back. Is if you two can attack this. Yes, you can. Can you two attack it? No, you cannot. Oh, wait. No, that's in the way anyway. Overlord. Emily. Bad times. Right. I want you two to move instead. Don't want you to attack yet. I know that this is now a valid location for you to attack from. You both can. That's good. If you can, you're definitely going to be able to. So you. Okay. It is time. Everyone? Oh, really? Oh, no. Really, of all the bloody things. Of all the things that you could spawn a lot of, why did it have to be Scythers? Honestly, I think that's a really cheap move. I want you to focus down this Scyther. Jiggly God, I want you to focus this Scyther. Get back, quickly. Oh, nasty. Dance a lot. Honestly, I don't like you being there, so I would prefer you to move. Yeah, you can go from there. Shoot that one. Can you attack? No. Could you do it from there, perhaps? Maybe. Yes, you can. Okay. Let's get some good damage down, please. How are you doing? You are actually really badly hurt. Manipulation, moving, very poor. What about you? Your sight is poor. Did we damage? Left sight sensor has been shot out. Hitting those sight sensors is a godsend. Okay, let's have another glance at your health. Sight is not good. Your actually right foot is shot off. Moving, manipulation. Manipulation damage is always good. Ah, fantastic. Really, really, really good. Let's get you there. Get you down there, perhaps. Oh. One person badly hurt. Let's have a look. Ooh, 9th rib has been shattered. Right index finger destroyed. Yikes. Unfortunately, not much we can do about that. Alright, you two just... Yeah, you help out there. There we go. Now I would like you to move up. And that's it. We've won. Right, okay. You were the only one who was hurt there. Well done. Now you can... get through this by being a little bit cheesy, in my opinion, and just building turrets around the ship. First and foremost, that's waste of resources, because even when you deconstruct the turrets, you don't get the full value back. Now, of course, it's not a waste of life, and so there's a case to be made. I just prefer to be a little bit more daring. Please destroy. There we go. Well done. You're all free. All of these need to be brought back. And this. We didn't get an AI persona call. That was a bit of a shame. Right, protocol. Carrot Hall. Ah. Drat. Nowhere to put them. Okay, well, someone's going to have to just bring all that stuff down. It would have been easier if I'd been able to get you to do that, but okay. Well, could you please prioritize breaking up all of those guys down there? Dance-A-Lot needs a good bit of fixing up, unfortunately, but, well, not much we can do. This is reasonably warm. 20 degrees, 18, okay, everything is looking alright. Terrible mood. You're such a negative Nancy. Where did I get that saying from? Oh, yes, a Roomba. What a bizarre saying. Now, I believe Bartok has a Joywire, do you not? Yes, you do. Good. I'm going to have to get one for Jigglyguard, though. Either that or a drugged rib. But I think for you, I'll go with a with a joy wire. Starvation. Someone was starving. Oh, it's probably because they were out for so long. Well done. I'm very glad that you are fully healed. This has made me happy. Let's make sure that we're getting some decent meals made, please. There we are. Energy is being stored and generally everything is going well. Well done, Jiggly Wilder, could you prioritize working at this machine? Got a good bit of plasteel now. Poor mood, Jiggly I will eventually fix you. Oh, poor little puppies. So unhappy. We need a lot of plasteel down there. But we should be able to get the amount of plasteel we need from breaking down all of these mechanoids, honestly. So I'm looking forward to that. We desperately need more hauling done. Okay, a little bit more steel in both places. Chunk more needed, mind you, but could be worse. Could be significantly worse. And we can see the shape of this room. I'm probably going to go in there and find out what's actually going on. Sounds like one of the dukelings has woken up again. And that's why I call the ferrets dukelings, because when they're happy they make a duking sound. Alright, good. We're bringing in the Devil Strand. That is not something I want just left out there. It's incredibly valuable stuff. Because it takes a bloody age to make. Okay, more stuff down here. Snow, dust walking, rough slate. Okay. That is fine. So Saturn, bringing back some more steel. There we go. Right, so we've got 50, 40. I want this one up to 60. This room has got a nice temperature in it now. We should be fine, actually, on all of the heat that we want. This one is going to 40. So this one will probably be at 30. And we'll just generally help keep the heat up to where we need. In fact, we could put this one down to 30 and the other one can be at 20. Either way, it's going to achieve the same thing, I imagine. No. We will actually take that all the way up to 60. That one can be 30. And we'll just top up the heat. Make sure everything's going alright. Okay, where are you, Rildo? Work at the table again. We need more plasteel. Not much more, mind you. Just a tiny bit more, in fact. And we're good. There we are. Need to get more people cleaning. Now, as I've mentioned previously, one of my goals with this series is to actually get a very large population. We're not specifically trying to get off the planet this time. We're just trying to make a successful colony. And donk. There we go. This one can go up to 30. And this room should be able to get, well, quite high actually. Up to 40. Which means all of the rooms drawing off it should be fine. Now, unfortunately, this does mean this room is drawing quite a lot of power. An awful lot of power. But even combined, well, actually, combined, they consume just a little bit more than one of these lamps was consuming previously. So all I've done is just traded one of the lamps that we had for all of that heating capability. All right, let's call you. I want to auto-sell. Okay, I've told them to maintain a certain stockpile of beer. So we're selling everything besides. We'll also get rid of these. I don't want them. Let's see. We could buy some plasteel. Don't need it. Not in my opinion. I think it would be good to purchase all of your medicines, though. As for the hide, elk hide, that's not too bad. Beaver skin I am going to get rid of. We do actually get those beavers, you know, not too infrequently, but I'd prefer to sell that rather than stockpile it. I could buy some chocolates. Quite a lot of chocolate, actually. If I really wanted a lot of chocolate, I could get a lot of chocolate. I don't, though. Oh, you know what? It's just not civilized to just be eating people without a nice chocolate now and again. All right. We'll buy all of the chocolate. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Well, maybe not. It is a difficult one. All right. Go on, then. You guys are worth it. Overlord, I want you to bring in all of the chocolate, though. There we go. Strictly God. Bring in the medicines. Welder, more chocolate hauling. Overlord, additional chocolate hauling. And Jiggly God, the final bit of chocolate. To behold, please. There we go. We should have a huge amount of human meat at this point. Yeah, it's going quite well. You know, we built this whole place and we just haven't used it. It's kind of terrible. I'm hoping that with the added annoyance to our neighbours, that we may actually get a chance to use it in the fairly near future. Now then, what I want down here is, let's see, I actually want an expansion to this room, and I will go over why in just a moment. I'm going to use our industrial coolers to make a freezer, and it'll work much as we've got the central heating room. The freezer is going to be the source of all of our cold air. Now, it'll be supplemented by the outdoors air. I'll just turn off and on some outside air ducts when it's cold. Like, right now, it's 8 degrees, but at times when it's like minus 40, then I may as well just have that going on and contributing to cooling the rooms down. There we go. Fantastic. Perfect, in fact. I am very happy with this. There we go. Let's get the rest of this done as well. Well, actually, I'll wait for you to delete that, just so there's no collapsed roofs. That'll be kind of annoying. That's right, come on. Really volcanic winter, what? A distant supervolcano has erupted and begun spewing millions of cubic kilometers of ash into the atmosphere. Ash in the atmosphere will obscure the sun, temperatures will drop, and plants will suffer for the lack of sunlight. It could pass in a few weeks, or it might last many months. Either way, it's fine for us, honestly. Very, very convenient for us. Temperatures dropping. This is good times. And more room for rooms. Okay, well, while all that's going on then, let's go ahead and begin work on the freezer area. Now, the way the freezer is going to work... let's think. We will probably... See, had I thought about this properly, I would have moved these around. I'm going to waste a lot of steel doing this. But I need to deconstruct these and move them across one step. Drat, and blast. There we go. And then this one. Chunk. There we go. There we are. We've got enough to make one, but we're going to have to get a fair old bit to make the other. Oh, how frustrating. But there we go. Let's pop that back up to 60. This room should be kept going okay. Now, the way the freezer is going to work is I'm going to have a sunk-in cooling unit in the wall. On one side, it's going to be cooling the room, much like these old coolers worked. One side cools, then the output heat is emptied into the behind it, its exhaust. The industrial coolers are enormous, but you'll notice they don't have a hot side. That is where you use these. They're exhaust ports, and you build them into the coolers, and they simply exhaust the heat out of it, which is exactly what you need. So, we are going to want not a particularly large room here, honestly. Wait. Yeah, granite, good. Yeah, possibly just three wide. We will, of course, have a door right about here, and then build out the rest of this wall all the way around. There we go. So this will be our kind of the center of the thermal control in the colony. Also, we can now start work over here, which is very much appreciated. So we've almost got your room, Emily. Then I can get rid of all of that. We can have more animal beds. We can even have a billiards table. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long. You've no idea. But we have it. We have our advanced bionics workbench. Now, the things you can make here are really good. For example, the bionic eye, or Craft exoskeleton suit. Let's have a quick look at the details. Oh, no, I need this one. Craft an exoskeleton suit from steel and plasteel. Requires the 3D printer and a moderate amount of time. A high-tech device made out of 2 components. A light skeletal structure to relieve the back and servo motors to make the user stronger. Moving plus 30%. Manipulation plus 30%. Now, it is a body part. I'm not sure if this is a body part or piece of armor. I could be wrong about that, but it could simply replace the torso or the spine, something along those lines. I'll have to have a look into that. But as you can imagine, that's bloody useful. Now, you can have bionic jaws, eyes, ears. For example, the bionic eye gives you plus 35%. 2 of these will give you plus 70% sight. It would make you a crack shot, no matter what your personal perks were. We've got hands, a bionic spine, for example. Gives you better movement by 35%, manipulation by 35%. A lot of things can be offset by these amazing bionic upgrades. But the power arm is the really nice one. If we have a look at that, upgrades the power arm with Vansidium. If we have a look here, weapon damage, because the power arm has the retractable claws. It basically merges a bionic arm with power claws. You get the power arm. And then this one gives you 30 damage. And this is just one arm. Manipulation plus 40%. You're much better at manipulating things. And you just do unarmed 30 damage. But you're doing it by punching, which is a very, very fast attack. If you give them 2 of these, then their manipulation becomes plus 80% just by itself. And every time you punch something, you do 30 damage to it. That is really... That's on par with our sniper weapons. If we have a look at LMC's sniper weapon, for example, and we have a look at the information, this does 40 damage. 10 less damage than that. But this takes a 4-second warm-up and then has a 2.33 second ranged cooldown. It's pretty impressive to have someone able to do a comparable amount of damage just with their fists. Mind you, it cost a bloody lot to make. As you may have noticed, if we have a look at the power arm, 1 power arm and 20 Vansidium. Vansidium is not cheap to manufacture, not cheap in the slightest. But I think at this point we're going to start looking at building some of these awesome things. The last thing that I really want to do, and this is why I'm building this right now, because I'm going to need to have a cool room. This is where we're going to put our medicine and our harvested organs and things like that. And down here we're going to have the organ farm, effectively. We're not really going to be farming organs. I mean, that's what people are for. Prisoners, rather. People as well. Honestly, if you become useless in this colony, that's pretty much all you can hope for, is that you'll at least be useful enough for me to keep you as an organ farm for a little bit longer. I'm not sure. Maybe we wouldn't eat you. I don't know. We may be wicked, but we do understand the concept of friendship. Some of you have been deeply useful to us, and I'm sure you have some friends in the colony. I'm not sure they would particularly want to eat you. So, it is what it is. Potato plant and potato plant. Scallywags. Don't want that. I wanted rice. Damn you. Get some rice going, please. But that's going to be the end of this episode. We're building a new room. We have gone rid of the poison ship at long last. We've still got some things to break down, though, which is kind of annoying. We've got a lot of things that need to break. Oh. Fantastic. People died because they visited us. Good times. Free stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of other meat is no longer going to be there, so we are going to start relying on human meat because everything else is going to start dying. Well, actually, no, some of you have reasonable temperature tolerances. Of course, you're furry animals and you live in this kind of environment for long enough, you're going to develop the body needed to live in it, I suppose. But that's the end of this episode. Regardless, I can't wait to see you in the next. So until then, do take care.